In this video, we are going to see about amide type local anesthetics. Amide type of local anesthetics, also known as aminoamides or acetanilide derivatives. The prototype of this class of local anesthetic is lignocaine, or commonly known as lidocaine. The structure of lignocaine is given here. The lipophilic part is a 2-aminosilene group, or you can say that 2-methyl group attached to the phenyl ring at the ortho positions is attached to a carbonyl functional group through an imino NH linkage. And then there is a tertiary nitrogen atom that carries a 2-diethyl group. This amide type of local anesthetics, in comparison to the ester type, that is in comparison to the procaine, they have longer duration of action. Do you know why? It is because of the presence of this 2-methyl groups at the ortho position that protects against amide hydrolysis. Amide hydrolysis, this amide type of local anesthetics are metabolized in the liver, whereas the ester type are rapidly hydrolyzed by the esterases present in the serum or the blood. And as a result, ester type local anesthetics have shorter duration of action compared to the amide type of local anesthetics. Moreover, this lignocaine dissolves in lipid layers and hence have rapid onset of action. Their action starts within 60 to 90 minutes and is generally used along with adrenaline to prolong the duration of action. Lignocaine is one of the most widely used local anesthetic. It is also having cardiac depressant action and is also used as antiarrhythmic agent. As a local anesthetic, lignocaine is as powerful as cocaine. Cocaine we have studied earlier. It is a natural alkaloid. It is a benzoic acid ester of tropane alkaloid, commonly better known as benzoyl methyl agonine. It is a CNS stimulant with local anesthetic activity. It was used as a local anesthetic. Cocaine was used as a local anesthetic. Now it is not used because first thing, it produces addiction. It is an addictive property and there is chances of abuse. And second thing is because of its toxicity, and hence it is not used nowadays. Then lignocaine is twice as active as procaine. It is having longer duration of action and shorter onset of action compared to the ester type. Coming to the physical property, it is a white to slightly yellow colored crystals, very soluble in water and freely soluble in alcohol. Okay. Lignocaine can be administered parenterally or topically. So if it is given parenterally, it can be combined with adrenaline or without adrenaline. If it is used along with adrenaline, it will be having prolonged duration of action because of the vasoconstrictive property of the adrenaline. For the topical use of lignocaine, it can be given either alone or it is given as EMLA, EMLA, that is eutectic mixture local anesthetic. That is, lignocaine is combined with prilocaine or etidocaine. They both are solid. When they combine, they become liquid and they can be given as an ointment or a cream suspension, etc. Especially they are useful for pediatric patients to avoid the pain and fear associated with needles or injection. Next use of lignocaine is as their antiarrhythmic agent because it depresses the cardiovascular system. It is used in the management of cardiac arrhythmias associated with myocardial infarction and cardiac surgery. Next drug is mepivacaine. Mepivacaine is an amide type of local anesthetic. Coming to the structure of mepivacaine, it is very similar to that of lignocaine. The lipophilic portion is exactly the same, 2-aminosilene nucleus or dimethyl aminophenyl ring attached to the carbonyl function group through an NH linkage. The difference lies in the tertiary nitrogen atom. The tertiary nitrogen atom forms a part of the piperidine nucleus, N-methyl piperidine nucleus. Mepivacaine is having rapid onset of action than procaine. Then it is used to provide local analgesia, that is relief from pain, as well as anesthesia by local infiltration, that is by directly injecting at the site of injury or operation. Peripheral nerve block, that is by injecting the local anesthetic directly to the nerve, major nerve, and then epidural into the dura mater between in the spinal cord. Then it is used in dentistry. It can be also used topically as a cream, gels, ointments, etc. Next MI type of local anesthetic is prilocaine. It's used as a water-soluble salt, prilocaine hydrochloride. Then if you look at the structure of prilocaine, you can see that there are some difference in the structure when compared to the lignocaine. The first thing is that the lipophilic portion, the aromatic ring, contains only one substitution at the ortho position. Is this change an advantage or a disadvantage? It can be both. It can be both an advantage as well as a disadvantage. The first thing is that, as I have mentioned in the lignocaine, presence of 2-dimethyl group in the aromatic part protects the compound against the amide hydrolysis. When there is only one methyl group, then the compound becomes more susceptible to amide hydrolysis, and as a result it will be having a shorter duration of action. So that is a disadvantage in one sense, but it can be advantage when you are using this compound. This prilocaine can be used for a shorter surgery, short procedure. Then the difference lies in the nitrogen atom. A terminal nitrogen atom is a secondary nitrogen atom with a propyl group attached to it. So that makes it a compound little more water soluble. Then it is used as an infiltration anesthesia. That is, it can be directly injected into the mucous membrane, superficial mucous membrane, as in the case of dentistry, directly at the site of surgery. Then it is used for intravenous regional anesthesia because it is having less CNS toxicity. Then, as I have mentioned in lignocaine, it is used in EMLA, that is eutectic mixture local anesthetic, along with lignocaine. Advantage of EMLA is that first it is the formulation, ease of formulation, that is it can be converted into liquid and that liquid can be easily formulated into an ointment or a suspension or a cream. And the second advantage is can be used in pediatric patients, especially it can be applied topically so that the fear associated with needles injection can be decreased to a greater extent. Prilocaine 4% solution is affected by light, and so it should be protected from light and stored in a well-closed light-resistant containers. Next drug is etidocaine. It is one of the most potent aminoamide local anesthetic. It is having longer duration of action, and then it is mainly used in major surgical procedures and in obstetric practices, that is in gynecology. Then if you look at the structure of this etidocaine, you can see that the lipophilic part, that the aromatic ring part, is same as that of the lignocaine, but the terminal nitrogen atom is somewhat complicated. So in etidocaine, there is two major difference in the terminal nitrogen part. In all the other MI type of local anesthetics, we had the bridging carbon atom between the carbonyl group and the terminal tertiary nitrogen atom was a two carbon chain. But here you have a branched single carbon chain that connects the carbonyl functional group and the terminal nitrogen atom. And then the terminal nitrogen atom is of course the tertiary nitrogen atom. But instead of a diethyl tertiary nitrogen atom, you have one ethyl and one propyl groups attached to the tertiary nitrogen atom, terminal nitrogen atom. So all these additional alkyl groups gives additional lipophilicity, and that gives higher lipid solubility and therefore quicker onset of action. It is having a longer duration of action and increased potency compared to lignocaine. Okay. Etidocaine can be used as topically, then it can be also used as an epidural anesthesia and for peripheral nerve block or for plexus nerve block. Then another advantage is that it blocks larger conducting neurons quicker than the sensory neuron, and therefore it is used for long surgical procedures and in obstetric practices. That's all about the MI type of local anesthetic. We'll come to the next miscellaneous class, and the first drug is dibucaine. It is a quinoline type of local anesthetic. Quinoline, you know that it is quinoline nucleus is present in anti-malarial drugs, Syngona alkaloids, and actually this drug was discovered during the works of the anti-malarial quinine drugs. Now, if you look at the structure of dibucane, you can see that the difference between the lignocaine and dibucane is that in dibucane you have a quinoline nucleus, and the other functional group, whatever functional group is present in lignocaine, that is also present in dibucane. You have an amide group, and then a bridge, ethyl bridge is there, and a diethyl tertiary terminal nitrogen atom is there. Tertiary terminal nitrogen atom is there. But in addition to this, it is having an quinoline nucleus with a butoxide chain attached to the ortho position. Then it is highly toxic when taken orally and can produce seizures, coma, and death can even occur due to accidental poisoning. But it is besides local anesthetic action, it is also used in sunscreen creams and lotions for the treatment of sunburns and in hemorrhoids. Then dibucane is hygroscopic. It darkens on exposure to light, and therefore it should be stored carefully. And then it is most potent with longest duration of action, and of course it is toxic. Coming to the synthesis of dibucane, it involves 6 steps. The first step is the starting material is the istatin. Istatin, you can see that it is an indole derivative. Indole 1H23-dione. It is subjected to acetylation. N-acetylation takes place. Acetic anhydride is used. It is reflexed. The istatin is reflexed with acetic anhydride. So N-acetylation takes place. Then second step is alkaline hydrolysis. It is treated with sodium hydroxide, and then it forms 2-hydroxysyngonic acid. And then that 2-hydroxysyngonic acid is halogenated using phosphorus pentachloride to form a dichloro substituted compound, and then that compound is treated with diethyl ethylene diamine. So substitution takes place at the carbonyl group, and then the last step is the treatment with sodium butoxide to form the dibucane. That butoxy group gets substituted at the ortho position of the quinoline ring to form dibucane. Next drug is phenacane. Phenacane is an amidin type of local anesthetic, or you can say it is an anilide also. The amidins, if you look at the structure of amidins, you can see that it is related to urea. In urea, the structure is NH2, C double bond O NH2. Here, instead of C double bond O, you have CH and C double bond NH. It is different from the other local anesthetics, ester type and amide type, because it does not have any ester linkages, ester or amide group. Okay, it is having an amidin linkage only. It lacks the traditional ester or amide function and the terminal nitrogen atom. It is used for local anesthesia in ophthalmologic practices. So that's all about the local anesthetics. So we have seen the ester type and amide type. We have seen the SAR. We will just discuss some important questions. The most important question is the SAR of local anesthetics. That only SAR, that is the only SAR that is mentioned in your syllabus. Then the synthesis is important. Synthesis of benzocaine, procaine and dibucane is important. And then the chemistry of lignocaine is also important. So you need to study all those things.